So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 70 of our Portsmouth crew mode on the PS4 FIFA 15, and we're going to be kicking off this episode with a home game up against Watford, and we are now at the end of the season, guys. We're playing 5th place Watford. As you can see there, West Brom are currently sitting above us in the league table, so we're really going to hope this episode can be the episode that we can win the championship and hopefully get promoted into the Barclays Premier League. As you guys do know, like I said, this is the second episode of today. It is going to be, I believe it is Christmas Day tomorrow. Yes it is, because obviously I'm recording in advance, so I'm trying to think of when Christmas Day is, but Christmas Day will be tomorrow, so on Christmas Day there will be double uploads, so I'm hoping you guys will enjoy the double uploads. We do actually end up winning this game, or scoring in this game, sorry, as Vieto runs through, has a really good shot, and thankfully finds the back of the net. The Watford goalkeeper didn't have time to react, and we do actually get the very important goal there, but thankfully our goalkeeper here does make a really good save there to deny them from getting back on level terms from the resulting corner. We do actually get an injury. Eric Dier was actually injured, but we do end up playing Rabiot at the back because we didn't actually have a centre-back on the field, on the bench. So we end up playing Rabiot at the back. We're playing Vitinho at cam. Centre defensive mid, sorry. We're playing Dembele at cam, and then we bring Kingsley Coman on up front. So basically we're swapping a defender for a striker, but the first chance after that substitution did actually come, and it was to us, and Vieto actually finds the back of the net, and what a fantastic goal it was. He slots the ball into the back of the net. Once again, the goalkeeper doesn't have time to react, and we score another really good goal, and we actually find ourselves 2-0 up against Watford. But obviously in this episode as well, as you guys know from last episode, there was a live commentary at the end of this episode, and there is going to be a live commentary at the end of this one, which is 15 minutes long, which is basically finishing up the season, checking the league table, etc. So hopefully you guys will stay till the end of this episode. I know it will be a long one, but hopefully it will be interesting, as you'll be able to see a lot of the new things we actually do at the end of the episode, the new scout players we actually bring in, and it'd be good for you guys to see and keep up with all the latest things that's going to happen, and how we actually get into the Barclays Premier League, and how we actually finish the table. So that is actually it for this game. We actually ended up beating Watford 4-0, and Kingsley Coman picks up 2 really good goals for us there, and I was very pleased that Kingsley Coman once again scores yet another 2 goals, and they were 2 very good goals as well, and the defenders just cannot cope with him. He scores once again, picks up a 9 rating and man of the match, and Vieto is also saying that he's very happy that we're actually playing him as much as we possibly are, and he's just basically sending us the typical email saying thank you. Also, as you can see from the Scout a Future Star and the youth squads, we have picked up some very, very promising players. We picked up the likes of a goalkeeper. We've got this guy here, Dubai something. I really do not know how to pronounce his name. We've also got Jenkins something. So to be honest, I don't know why they put so stupid names to the Scout Future Stars, because they just know, especially people like YouTubers, they know they're never going to be able to pronounce the names. I bet just EA just do it to piss people off. But anyway, I'm not going to be bothered because they look very promising players, and I'm really going to hope we can try and bring them in. And they do actually accept their contract, and 3 of the players do actually join. You'll be able to see the 3 players now, and there's a right wing, a left mid, and a centre mid. The centre mid is our Scout Future Star, and the other 2 we actually picked up throughout the season, and they look very, very good. One's actually got 5-star skills. This guy here has got 5-star skills. He's 72 rated. To be honest, he's not the quickest player in the world, but he's got 5-star skills, and hopefully we can try and bring him up to the next, like Robin, etc. We've also got Jenkins, Valskuds, and Thomas Boniati, the 72 rated 17-year-old who looks very good as well. But the last game of this episode, and the last game of the season, was going to be up against Birmingham. We are at home. As you can see, it is all in our own hands. All we had to hope was that if we win this game, then we've won 100%. Nothing else can happen. Or if we lose the game, West Brom draw, we win the game, we win the league title as well. But if we lose the game and West Brom win, we'll be out. So this is going to be the game which decides our fate, and hopefully will get us a little bit more money if we actually win this game. But unfortunately, the worst case scenario, Jamal Loza, our former player, the first player we actually signed in this career mode from Norwich City, scores or slots the ball through to Wes Thomas, and Wes Thomas shows more commitment and determination to get there in front of Rabiot and slot the ball into the back of the net. And unfortunately, they do pick up another goal here, and they ended up winning 2-0, and it was now down to whether West Brom won, drew or lost. But they did in fact draw. They drew the game 2-2 with Middlesbrough, and it looked like we had won, and I'm telling you now, we had won the league. But I'm now going to pass you on to the live commentary part of this episode, so please make sure you hit the like button down below if you did enjoy the episode, and thank you for watching. I'm now going to pass you over. So guys, welcome to the live part of this video. And first of all, we're going to be having a look, and as you see there, for some stupid reason, we only get 50,000 coins, so 50,000 euros. And we got promoted, won the league, and we only get given that. That is just real bad, to be honest. And to be honest, when you see something like that, it's not very nice to see. And the board were also saying that they're not very happy. They're not very happy that we lost our last game because, and we are concerned it may have a negative effect your stock amongst the supporters, etc. But I'm not really bothered because, as you can see from the league table, even though we did win that last game, we managed to win the league title. Reason being was because West Brom drew 2-2 with Middlesbrough. So West Brom, all they had to do was win their game and hope we lost. We did lose, but thankfully West Brom didn't, and they couldn't manage to get that goal against West Brom, against Middlesbrough, who actually got them the win. But as you see there, the Erskine West Brom do get automatic promotion, and QPR, Crystal Palace, Wolves and Watford will be fighting out to come up with us. And going down will be Bristol City, Bournemouth and Blackpool. Blackpool pretty much got annihilated in that league, and that is pretty much how the league standings turn out. And the goalkeeper of the tournament is our goalkeeper, Anton Michajuskin, has been named goalkeeper of the championship. This Portsmouth stopper was voted as a top goalkeeper to many impressive performances, which is good to see. Sharpshooter Prato wins the Golden Boot with 24 goals. The team of the competition, so we've got our goalkeeper in goal, and that's it. So the only player we've got is the goalkeeper, and the player of the competition is Prato. So that is it for the main news, and we're just going to progress a little bit further on just to see if we get any more news. But to be honest, I'm upset about getting the 50,000. So do you guys want me to get the financial takeover again? Because as you guys do know, it is very unrealistic that you get promoted into the Premier League, you win the Championship, and you only get given 50,000. Then that just doesn't make sense, to be honest, to me. I don't think that makes sense. But here we get a information from the board, and they said we wanted to reach out to inform you that despite the concern around the performance of the football club, you shall continue to be at helm of the club for the foreseeable future. That's good to see. The monthly scouting update. See if there's any other people. So no, rubbish. Yeah, he looks okay. No, I'm not going to sign him. No. So a lot of the players we've got here just don't look that good, to be honest. And obviously, we've already promoted a few. This guy looks quite good, actually. 78 to 94. Yeah, we're going to sign this guy, see how he goes. And this guy's rubbish. So, as you guys do know, we have already promoted 3 of the players. We do get an email from James Wilson there saying, constantly sitting on the sidelines is not what I want in my career. So when the next transfer window arrives, I want to be sold. So maybe we look at sending him out on loan, because I don't really want to sell him, because I believe he will go up in the future, and hopefully his potential might grow. And the youth squad report is available. So the monthly score, so they say just a reminder to have your attached scouting report for the end of the month. So as you can see, a lot of these players are not even worth trying to even promote into the club. They're so bad. And yet again, to be honest, the scouting isn't as good as what it used to be. The scouting used to be a lot better than this, but it's not the best in the world. But hopefully we can try and pick up another good player before we end up. As you can see here, these are the players. This guy looks quite good. 50. We can't promote him to the league. Do we want to promote him? He's only going to be a 65 to 69 overall, and he's a goalkeeper, and he's got good potential. So yes, I will promote this guy. I'm going to offer him a contract. He will be a what is he going to be? A sporadic first team player. And he'll be better than Poke, so hopefully we can try and bring him in. That's a goalkeeper. This guy looks reasonable. And this guy looks
his potential looks good, but to be honest, I'm not going to even bother, because as you can see from his overall, he's going to be between 46 and 60 overall, which is really bad, and I just don't want to promote a player that is going to be that bad to start off with, because he's never going to be getting playing times anyway. And the performance, the board wishes to inform that your position with the club is currently under scrutiny, which is normal, and the contract offer was then accepted for Diego Nieto. So we're going to go ahead and have a look to see how good he is. Diego Nieto, whereabouts is he? It'd be near the bottom. He's a 66 rated goalkeeper, so he's not bad. He's only 16 years old. He's got surprisingly very good weak foot and one-star skill moves. But he looks pretty decent, to be honest. The goalkeeper, so he'll be a good backup for next season in the Barclays Premier League. But you never know what will happen in the up and coming future. And that is pretty much it for this season. So I'm hoping we're going to get a bigger sum of money to actually spend over the Premier League season, because if we only get given like half a million again, it's just going to be impossible to stay in the Barclays Premier League. I know we've got a good squad at the moment, but still, we have to improve in a lot of places. And if we don't get enough money and sign a few good players in the Barclays Premier League season, we're just going to get absolutely annihilated from, especially the teams like Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool. They're just going to absolutely arse whip us. And actually, there we do have to get Manager of the Season award, which is very good to see. And I'm leaving, says Andreas Christensen, which is fine because he says he can't settle, and I'll just let him leave. There's nothing wrong with that, so he will be leaving the club, and that is it for this season. So, the board says, hello Mr. Juiced. Before the season started, the club set you the target to finish mid-table. Congratulations on exceeding what was expected of you. It's been an amazing season for the team. This makes us very confident that you are the man to keep leading this club forward. And the Domestic Cup, an excellent showing in the Domestic Cup. So, the board is happy with me, which is good to see. And guys, we have done it. I cannot believe we have managed to bring up Portsmouth from the League 2, and we are now in the Barclays Premier League. We've gained promotion from every single league. We finished first in the Championship. We finished first in League 1, and we finished first in League 2. So it just proves how good we have done so far with Portsmouth, and that's basically thanks to you guys for watching all the videos. As you guys know, you are the ones that support the video, and you are the ones that make some of the decisions as well. So I'm very grateful for the decisions you have made so far this season. And I just want to say thank you to you guys, and hopefully we can try and do our very best in the Barclays Premier League. But our time of being at the top of the table is not going to continue, because as you guys do know, when you get put into the Premier League, there's no way we're going to be at the top of the Premier League. We're going to be around about 16th, 17th, around about that sort of way, because obviously our players are not good enough to be competing with the likes of Aguero, Falcao, Mata, Rooney, De Gea, Courtois, etc. They're just not good enough. Also, I believe I'm gonna have to try and sign a few players. We need a definite centre back. I believe we need a centre defensive mid as well, just for backup. We also need a goalkeeper, I believe, because a 68 rated goalkeeper in the Barclays Premier League, I don't think is good enough. So we're gonna have to try and get a goalkeeper that's at least in the 70s, and we'll just have to wait and see what goalkeeper we can actually go ahead and decide to try and get. I'm not really sure what goalkeeper we can go ahead and get, but there will be a few. But I'm now going to skip this part because this could take a few minutes, so I'll be back in a minute.
So guys, the season has now loaded, and as you can see, we are now in the Barclays Premier League. We're just going to skip this bit so you can see the Barclays Premier League table, which I'll go ahead and show you now. Because from the Barclays Premier League table, you'll be able to see the teams that we're going to be playing this season. I really do hope we can have a good season, and we're going to be able to see how much money the board does actually give some players. I do hope it's around about 7-8 million, because that, to be honest, what I believe, what I've read before, is that when you get promoted from the Championship to the Barclays Premier League, you normally get given around about 15-20 million to spend on players. So therefore, I believe we should be given that sort of money. I know we're not going to be, but to be honest, I still don't want to be given given a budget that is less than $1 million, because that would be so unrealistic. I do know Portsmouth have not got a lot of money, and they were bankrupt not long ago. But still, the more support, the more everything you get from being in the high divisions will definitely give you a lot more money to actually give to the manager to spend on players. Because if we don't get given the money, there's a likely opportunity that we will be actually relegated back into the Championship, which is definitely not what we want to see. Because if we get relegated back into the Championship, then it's just basically the series will then just be getting us promoted from the Championship, getting relegated, promoted, relegated, promoted, relegated. It should be similar to that series, because I think it would be very difficult for us to actually stay in the Barclays Premier League if we don't improve in certain areas. Like I said, we definitely need a goalkeeper, we need a centre-back, we need a backup left-back, we need backup centre-back. So we need at least 2 centre-backs, we need a backup left-back, we need a goalkeeper, we need a centre defensive mid. The strikers are okay, but I would still like to bring in another good striker just for backup as well. So maybe even bring in a 75, 76 rated striker, which would really help us then build the squad around them players. They'll be able to come in with injuries, because as you guys do know, we have had a lot of injuries recently, and now we have got the loads of emails, and as you can see there, the second from bottom was the season budget, so I have to go and have and see what that is. And the youth squad monthly report, we can see here, this guy looks okay, to be honest. 50 to 64 rated and 38 to 50, so we're going to have to wait until May to even promote these guys. This guy is a load of rubbish, so he can go. So nothing much between them two. An injury has occurred. 4 months. Who is it? Oh, Craig Westcott. That don't matter. He's not going to be playing anyway. Important transfer information. The domestic, they want us to reach the round of 16. Season budget, we get 3.1 million and 15,000 on the wage budget. So to be honest, that's acceptable. I'm not going to go ahead and get the financial takeover now, because now we've got given that has given us a reasonable amount of money. And therefore, I'm not going to go ahead and take the transfer, the offer to actually give us the transfer overtake or takeover. So therefore, we're going to be working with 3.1 million and 15,000 on the wage budget. So hopefully we can bring in 2 or 3 good players to actually strengthen the squad up. And our league objective is to finish mid-table. So that's going to be quite difficult to finish mid-table. We'll just have to wait and see how we can get on so far. So now we have done that, we're going to go ahead and have a look at the Premier League table. So we have got the likes of Arsenal, Aston Villa, Cardiff, Chelsea, and then there's Everton, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Tottenham, Swansea, West Brom, obviously have just come up with us, and the other team that have just come up with us are Crystal Palace. So also the thing that I'm going to like now is we're going to be playing at the custom stadiums as well. So we're going to be playing at White Hart Lane, at the Emirates. No other name springs to mind now. Anfield. But so that's going to be good to see when we're going to be playing. And now we're going to go ahead and have a look at the squad report, as we've recently joined the first month, and hopefully the squad report has been updated. So we're going to go ahead and have a look at the squad report. So our goalkeeper has now gone up to a 70 rated, which is really good to see. And as you see there, the status of interest shown by Levante, so that's interesting. Freeman, 70 rated. Dejuk, I'll keep him because he's not a bad centre-back, but he still could be a lot better. Adam Webster, I think, will be leaving. So will Christensen. James Dunn, not very good. Origi looks a very promising player that can hopefully help us progress in the Barclays Premier League. We've also got Ledson, who's thankfully gone up to a 74 rated now, so he looks pretty decent. McAvoy stayed the same, not gone up. Benzia, to be honest, I might go ahead and sell him because he's been really good for us in the lower leagues, but last season he had a bad injury, and since the injury he just hadn't been right. He's now 22 years old, he's 72 rated, he hasn't gone up, so maybe we'll just look at selling him this season. Kingsley Coman is real good, and there's no way in a million years I'm going to be selling him this season. He had a fantastic season last year, and hopefully we can score a few good goals with him later on the season. Nicholas Gorka's now a 73 rated right back. We've also got Moussa Dembele, who's just absolutely incredible, and it's normal that there's going to be interest shown, and there's no way we're going to let him go unless they're going to match something like 25-30 million. Otherwise, he's not going to be leaving. And Luciano Vietto is now a 79 rated player who looks very good. Sammy Amiobi is now 74. Danny Hollins will be leaving the club. Eric Lamela now an 81. Leon Best not very good now. Craig Westcar the same. Horacio Sanchez, actually our scout future star, but because we promoted him in the wrong time, I didn't know about promoting him in May. The reason being he's now a really poor rated, so we might just try and get him off the books as we'll try and free up some wages. Also, these are the new players we did bring in, and they look pretty good, to be honest. 72 rated. I know they're not the quickest, but this guy has actually got a, I believe this guy's got 5-star skills, or one of them's got 5-star skills. This guy's got 5-star skills, so I will be using him because I do like players that got 5-star skills. Another player that looks pretty decent. Unfortunately, this guy's skills are awful. He's only got, oh, he's got 4-star skills, so it's not too bad actually. Nieto, that obviously the Scout of Future Star, we did not, I keep getting confused with Scout of Future Star and the Youth Academy, but he's a Youth Academy star that we did bring him up. This is the Scout of Future Star, who looks pretty decent, and hopefully he'll be trying to fight his way into the spot. He'll be competing for the centre defensive mid role with Rabiot, so that'd be a good battle there. Lucas Hernandez has also gone up quite a bit. Nick Orford, James Wilson, Watmore, Adrian Rabiot has been in bad form recently, but hopefully he can try and regain form. Vitinho, he's been quite a reasonable signing for us. He hasn't been the best, but he's quite good. This is the best centre-back we've got. Khan Ayan, who looks pretty decent. Eric Dier hasn't gone up at all. Alex Winter's still at the club. Wes Fosden, Michael Polk, and that is it for the squad report. So the squad report is pretty decent, and I'm very pleased that we've have got a few good players, and we're just going to advance until we get the first emails. When we get the first emails, we'll read them, just so you guys can see the interest we're going to get from players, and then we're going to be finishing this episode, as it will be very, very long. But as you see here, the Portsmouth board first of all say we have decided to act quickly to dispel this ongoing speculation around the future by choosing to accept an offer for him. So the first offer we do get for Andreas Christensen, we're going to accept because it's for $500,000. So all right, he can go if they want if they're going to pay $500,000 for him, we'll let him go. So that is actually it for this episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is very, very much appreciated. And now we're in the Barclays Premier League. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.